All right, you guys want to hear a great? You guys want to hear a great fucking LA story? I went out to an Italian restaurant the other day, right? And we're sitting up front near the bar, and it was too loud. And one of the guys I was eating with goes, "This is too fucking loud. Let's try to get a table in the back." So they end up hooking us up with the table in the back. And as I'm going to walk, to the back, one of the guys there up the bar, he goes, "Yeah, go in the back. You can barely hear yourself think." And just the way he said it. I can't remember what he said, but he said something along those lines. Super Italian guy. And the way he said it and the fact that I was moving as I went past him, I felt like I was in that tracking scene in Goodfellas when they were showing all those characters, get the papers, get the papers. Hey, guy, I took care of that thing, right? It gave me like a shock the way he said it. So I said to one of the guys I was having dinner with, I said, "Hey, man," I go, "Jesus Christ," that guy just made me feel like I was in Goodfellas. Classic L.A. story. And why it's so amazing to live out here. He goes, "Do you know who that is?" And I said, "No." He goes, "That's the guy who played Johnny Roast Beef." And then I fucking looked at him again. I was like, oh my God. It's Johnny Roast Beef. One of the greatest pieces of fucking acting I've ever seen is when he's trying to explain away that pink Cadillac and he starts to stop and then he starts to talk and then he stops. And I talked to him about it for a second and he just laughed. He said, when a man as scary as Jimmy the Gent is yelling at you, he goes, "You don't say a fucking word." Remember that? No, it's in my grandmother's name. What's the matter with me? You're going to get us all fucking pinched, that's why. What's the matter with you? Take it back. Get the fuck, that look on his fucking face. And he goes, and he just keeps going, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I fucking love that scene. All right, cheating bitch girlfriend. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Hey, you red-faced fuck. I don't know why I find that shit so endearing. Told you what the fuck's wrong with me. All right, about a month ago, I started dating this lady. She seemed really quiet and pretty innocent. After about a week, I realized, I just pictured that woman in that Vince Vaughn movie, The Wedding Crashers. Whoever that actress was fucking hilarious in that movie. Anyways, after about a week, I realized that her last boyfriend was a total freak. Like jean shorts and shit. Fuck, what do you mean freak? Like a weirdo? Or was fucking, having threesomes with this chick? Anyways, like jean shorts and shit. Fuck. So I did my best to just ignore that and have fun together. I was, in my opinion, a great boyfriend to her. I took her on a lot of dates, and it seemed like everything was perfect, and this was my first girlfriend. I'm only 16 and pretty introverted, so having a girlfriend was a big step for me. Yeah, that's huge. Good for you, man. Anyways, after a few weeks, she started acting weird. One day at lunch, she told me that her old weird boyfriend and her had sex before school that day, and they also had sex a couple of other times while we were going out. I didn't know what to say, and it really fucked me up. She even said it wasn't her fault, and I shouldn't be mad. Oh, you know what? I was actually going to give this girl props for being mature enough to own up to what the fuck she did. And then she said that. Don't be mad at me. After a fight, I told her to fuck and left. I think fuck off is what you meant. Because she's already fucking, dude. You don't need to tell her. You should have told her to less fuck. To ex-nay on the fuck A. She then started saying that it was my fault. I don't know what I did wrong. Oh, you poor bastard. You're only 16 years old, right? So you didn't have your deflector shields up. Is that what it is? Did you say you were 16, right? What the fuck was that? I'm only 16. Okay. So now everyone knows at school because high school is bullshit. I'm now known by everyone, including my family, as the guy who got cheated on. This bitch not only made me feel like shit, but also kind of ruined the whole aspect of finding a nice girl. I don't trust them and feel as if I will never move on. Yeah, these are the catastrophic thoughts you have when you're 16. because your world is small. You're still living at home with your parents. You go to school. You see the same fucking cunts every day, and you feel like the walls are closing in. All of these feelings, 100% normal. How do you move on after being fucked over like that? The only things I've done is got a job and started lifting weights. Maybe then when school starts again, I can show up shredded and do better next year. There you go. I like it. Turn a negative into a positive. Here's the thing. You're a nice guy, right? You're a nice guy. Well, so that means there's the nice woman out there that balances you out, right? If you're a dick, there's plenty of cunts out there, but you're a nice guy. So what I would do is I would thank my lucky stars that fucking woman is out of your life. She's totally fucked up, right? She's going to go back to the jean short guy, and they're going to fuck before school, and they're going to do all of this other shit. And who gives a fuck? I don't understand how, I don't know how there's no reason for you, just me listening to this, why you should feel bad about yourself. I got cheated on, It's happened to everybody. And it makes you just more feel stupid, is what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to count the amount of times that's happening to me. The first girl I was with was fucking way older than me. I went from 0 to 90 miles an hour and fucking... Yeah, she ended up cheating on me and breaking up a fucking marriage. And how did I remember how I didn't even know. I ended up running into the wife of the guy that she cheated with, and then they were broken up, and she told me. And I just remember my thought was, I just went huh. And there was a lot in that. Because it just let me know that, I just thought guys did shit like that. I thought we were just the fucking animals. And it was just wow. So she was doing that and then come home and smile. Yeah, and that fucked me up for a long fucking time. Yeah, you know what? And I didn't trust women. And I started lifting weights. Did I write this thing 20 years ago? What the fuck? No. Yeah, dude, this is the deal. It's going to take time to get over it, but, you're going to meet somebody nice. And I think, yeah, you're in the prime of your life. You throw the weights around a little bit. You show up fucking shredded, right? And then you show up in September and just start chatting up the women. And this is the thing, too. Women love they love a project. So you can use the fact that this woman cheated on you, that, I have problems trusting fucking women, and they'll be coming at you. Be beating them off with a fucking stick. All right? Yeah, dude, fuck that. This is the thing. You don't ever let it, anytime anything bad happens in life, you don't let it, there's two things you can do. You can either just fucking, I don't know. I view those types of thoughts, when you watch Bugs Bunny and they would have that weight that just said 1 ton on it. I view that's what that thought is. All right? And you're standing next to a fucking pool. All right? And the thing's got a chain around it. And you either just fucking let it go to the bottom of the pool itself, or you stick your head in the chain and wrap it around your neck and you let it take you down. And then you're just down there in the bottom of the pool. Why would you do that? Fuck it. Fuck her. Just let that whole thing, I'm not saying don't deal with it, but you got to turn it into a positive, which is what you seem to be doing. Fucking work out and chat up a bunch of women. This is the thing. Maybe, start your list of fucking requirements. Your test, your lock the door test, to try to get a good one. Women always say finding a good man's hard to find. So's a good woman. So what this woman did is help you start early on a checklist, because I didn't start a checklist for a long fucking time. I was well into my 30s, and I was still just hey, you want to fuck? Everything on my list is checked off, All right, here we go. All-time underrated quarterbacks. You'll be fine. Shake it off. It's fucking your fault. That's hilarious. That poor woman. She's got a lot of issues, and I bet she has a terrible father. So in a way, you can look at it like that because, she is young and immature, but if she continues to live her life that way, that is a bad fucking road to go on. That's fucking white Zinfandels or the red wine, gray teeth with the fucking tramp stamp. She's going to go down that one. Ugh. And the piece of shit guy she's going to meet. Jean shorts will be the least of her problems. I hope that doesn't happen to her either. All right, so once again, my European tour. Ba-doop, boop, boop. My European motherfucking tour. I am so excited about this tour. All right? I'm so excited. I love going to Europe. I love being everything that they want me to be, okay? I'm sorry I'm not going to be fat on this one because I've been hitting the elliptical there, but I'm going to go over there, right? And I'm going to talk to them about the finer points of Donald Trump. That's what I want to do, especially in Scotland, where they had the nerve to call our fucking orange-headed cunt a fucking orange-headed cunt. You got a lot of fucking nerve, Scotland. Calling an orange-headed cunt an orange-headed cunt. I mean, why don't you look around your country? There's plenty of orange-headed cunts there. All right? We have very few here. Every once in a while, they run for president when they're in between seasons of their reality show. Okay? And what's great about our country is everybody truly does get a chance. Unlike your countries. I have no fucking idea what's going on over there. Evidently, England decided to not be part of the European Union. Is that what happened? I love how, as an American, I'm supposed to know this shit. A union that I'm not into. I understand what's going on over there. The banks are sewing up all your fucking countries. It's like when you fucking buy a co-op, versus a condo. You buy a condo, the person next to you can be a fucking junkie. Who gives a shit? You still got your condo. But if you're in a co-op, playoffs. If you're in a co-op, this is the deal. You're not buying an apartment. What you're doing is you're buying shares in the building. But now you're tied in with the whole building. So basically, if enough of your neighbors go bankrupt and the whole building goes under, you lose your shares. And you either have to move out of your apartment or you go back to renting it. And you're like, wait a minute, I thought I bought it. No, sir. You bought shares in the building. You paid your way, but these other cunts didn't. And because they didn't, you go down to the bottom of the lagoon with them. That, to me, is what the European Union is, right? And that's what banks want, right? And they just fucking bankrupt them. And I don't know what the fuck they do. They play that little fucking game. They buy low, and then they fucking go high, and they pull the money out, and everybody falls in their fucking ass, and then they got another castle. I think that's how the economy works, right? And it's all run by shapeshifters. Okay. Just shit like that. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm in London and those stupid fucking critics show up. Ugh, those fucking guys. The critics are the fucking worst. There's nothing you can do. There's no show that you can have that they're not going to rip the shit out of it. And it's just fucking hilarious to me. It's like, I don't need critics, all right? If I wanted to feel bad about having a good show, I'd just call my mom. I don't fucking need you to be doing her job, you. All right, whatever. All right, July 31st, everybody. Dublin, Ireland. All right, then August 1st, I'm in Belfast. I've never been there. Belfast, Ireland. The fuck is this Belfast, UK? All right? It's Ireland. I think it's about time England got the fuck out of there. Can you imagine saying that as Americans? Seriously, as we're putting up cheesecake factories in the Middle East. All right, August 1st, Belfast, UK. August 2nd, I'm in Galway, Ireland, which is way out on the west coast, and evidently the closest airport is like a fucking hour away from it, so I don't understand what this is. Seems like, should I ruin it and actually fucking Google some pictures of it? Galway, Ireland. Let's see what we got here. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. I knew it. This is going to be one of these fucking Witch is a Warlock, one of those fucking movies type cities. Harry Potter. Look at this fucking place. Oh, my God. I'm only spending a day there? Wow. Look at the fucking castles. Holy shit. And I'm going to drive in there, do the show, and then I got to drive right back so I can make my flight. Where the fuck am I going? Did I fuck it up? Where am I going next? All right. I go to, then I fly to Bristol, England, and then Manchester, England. The sober, sophisticated Manchester. I'm thinking that's going to be a nice, mellow crowd. Fucking lunatics. That's what I'm anticipating in Manchester. I'm anticipating they're going to be a bunch of fucking lunatics, which is fine by me. I grew up in Massachusetts, you know. London, England, August 5th and August 6th with the Cunty Critics. August 7th, I'll be in Amsterdam. And then August 8th, I will be in Edinburgh for 2 shows. All right, so we got a late show too. Okay. Then I got a couple days off where I'll be hanging out with other orange-headed cunts like myself. And then August 11th, I'm in Germany, Cologne, Germany, Body Wash, Germany. Then August 12th, I'm in Antwerp, Belgium. Oh, look at this. August 27th, I'm in Reno, Nevada. And at that point, we will be only a couple of months away from that fucking kitchen TV, square-headed fucking safe, crazy-eyed, smiling psycho from becoming the next fucking president of the United States. Oh, that's going to be a rough one. Watching all these ladies saying what an important day it is for women. I guess it will be because a woman will be elected president. This is just my prediction here. All right, but Jesus Christ, couldn't we have gotten one that didn't have 58 pending fucking felonies? That's not a red flag to anybody. You know, I don't know. What are you going to do? Those are our choices. I don't know why. A fucking maniac who, doesn't know how to use email properly. You know? Just sending out secrets to her friends. And then some fucking guy who's, who really should just be a carnival barker. I feel like Trump should just be standing next to some impossible game to win, talking about how it's the greatest game ever, as he hits on underage chicks. I don't know. That's just the opinions of somebody who can't pronounce words while he reads out loud. What do you say there, Cleo? Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast, and I am just checking in on you. My voice is still fucked up. I got 2 more records, people. Episode 9 and number 10. We're just broke number 10. We're almost done, which means old Freckles is then going to be doing a bunch of spots around Los Angeles, getting ready for my European tour. Yeah, which starts off in Dublin, Ireland. And you know what's funny is I tried to, on July 31st it starts off, and I tried to get a direct flight to the Emerald Isle. And at this point, because I waited so long to get the fucking tickets, which is a whole other story in itself. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to take a vacation with my wife afterwards, and she was trying to figure out where the fuck we were going to go. And I was like, lady, you better fucking figure out a place soon, because this is going to cost me a fortune there. So turns out out of LAX, the only 2 airlines, there was Aer Lingus and what the fuck is it? Oh, Jesus, I already forgot the name of what the hell's the name? Ethiopian Airlines. Figure that one out. I don't want to fly Ethiopian Airlines unless I'm going to Ethiopia. Aer Lingus, that's the Irish one, Is that weird? Like if I'm going to go to the Middle East, I want to fly United Air Emirates. I don't know. It's this weird superstition that I have. Like the people at Ethiopian Airlines don't care because they're flying to Ireland. Does that make any sense? It doesn't. That's just how scary flying is. Like if I'm going to Poland, I want a couple of Polish guys flying it despite all the jokes about them. Hey, how many Polish guys does it take to fly a plane? Fucking hopefully 2 of them. You know, that studied all the shit they needed to know. So Aer Lingus was more expensive, and I said, well, fuck it, I'm going to take the... I don't even know if that's the Irish one. For some reason, I think that's the one with the 4-leaf clover. Oh, is it? Has it got a leprechaun on the fucking tail fin? Let me look this up. Aer Lingus latte. Every Irish guy's giving me shit about my bad accent. Like I give a fuck. All right, Aer Lingus. Images. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's a 3-leaf clover. Put another fucking leaf on there, you cunts. Make me feel a little better. Oh, Jesus. Is that the best plane they got? Oh, boy. That looks like some shit from the early 70s. All right, let's look at Air Ethiopia. We're Ethiopian Airlines. There's no food on this plane. Sorry, Ethiopian Airlines. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? I'm not going to lie to you. Both these planes don't look... neither one of these are very... Oh, look at the stewardesses. They look pretty... Fuck, they didn't have any stewardess for the Irish ones. They're probably all hammered. Could I have any more stereotypes in this? All right, they both look professional. Who's kidding who? You know what it is? Once you travel outside of your own country, you know what I mean? I fly American Airlines. I fly United. I fly shit that I've heard of. I've always done that, except early on in my career when I used to fly like fucking... Oh, what the fuck was that one? It was Air something or other. I flew like ATA. I mean, you flew on that fucking airlines. It was like the cabin to the cockpit was open. They were up there playing like Connect 4 and shit. It was really bad. I'll tell you, it was bad. You know. No, it was. It was just like it was the weirdest thing. You'd be in an airport and just feeling like you were in America, and then you'd get on ATA and you literally felt like you were leaving a war-torn country. Like you just looking around, like where the fuck did all these extras come from? Am I in some fucking George Clooney movie? That's some important George, one of those selling arms for some shit, you know? A very important story that needed to be told. We are filmmakers, and this is what we do. You know, George, they said this script was floating around Hollywood for a while. Well, you know, I'm good looking, and I said I'm going to do it, so it got made. Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr. It's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, July 4th, 2016. How's it going? Happy birthday to the United States of America. Happy birthday to the United States of America. Happy birthday, United States of America and the North American continent. Happy birthday to you. What's going on? And thank you for the well wishes of happy birthday from all the other countries around the world that realize we are the best. Huh? You think you got fat people? Huh? Take a look at that. Beat that, motherfuckers. What else you think you can beat us in? Huh? What do you want? What do you want to have? What kind of fucking battle you want? All you cunts around the world, you stole our jeans. All those cool American jeans, you guys would defect from your country just to get over here to get a pair of button-fly fucking 501 blues. Remember that shit? All of a sudden, you know, couple of fucking wars and everybody forgets how much you loved our jeans. That's, you know what? That's just typical. That is just fucking typical. You know? Fucking England coming over here, stealing, re-fucking cycling our fucking music, walking around like they're doing something. Redoing the fucking music from the people that we didn't accept. Fuck are you guys doing? Anyways, I'm having a great 3-day fucking weekend. I'm not doing shit. I'm back in the workout mode. So the needle is pointed in the right direction. Old Freckles is going down, down, down. Fucking looked in the mirror last night and I could tell I was starting to lose weight. Made me feel good. You know what I mean? It's a fucking tough thing being a redhead. You know, there's a really small window that you have to exist in or else the beatings start again. And it's really something you can't understand. All right, I'm all over the fucking place. I got a bunch of shit I have to do. I'm having some family over today for a fucking cookout. I'm going easy this year. Rather than trying to smoke something and blah, 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 and do all that shit, I'm just fucking going burgers and dogs. Burgers and dogs, the way it used to be. Before the fucking Food Network showed up and everybody's got to be like a top chef. You know? Remember you were growing up? That's what it was. It was burgers and dogs. And everybody was fucking happy, right? Until the booze started going around. Then, yeah, it got a little sideways. But, I mean, it happens. So, yesterday, had some friends over. We had some cigars, right? And you know the deal. It's like, all right, your buddies are coming over. Your wife's going to be like, how long are they going to be here? Even if they're cool. Like, my wife's cool. But there's always going to be an element of, how long are they going to be here? They're going to be loud? Are they going to be upstairs and downstairs? It's like, yeah, I'm having people over. Do I do that when you have a little twat party? Do I? If you have them over for your fucking wines and you're all sitting there laughing with your high-pitched fucking voices, you don't think that that's putting cracks in the walls? I don't fucking bitch about it. I go down to the old fucking hardware store. I get out the spackle, right? And with every little cackle, right? Another fucking line in the wall. You don't hear me complaining. Got my putty knife out. Oh, you have a good time, ladies, right? Anyways, so we were hanging out. It was actually fucking hilarious because I'd gone out and I bought, got some Cuban cigars. Oh, what a fuckhead. I cleaned everything up, right? The thing, what you want to do, this is what I've realized when you're living with a woman. What you want to do is you just go all out, right? I clean the fucking place up, okay? I even like the deck on the back, like I fucking hosed it off so there wouldn't be traipsing dirt in and out of the house or whatever, right? And she's sitting there going like, wow, you're really going all out. Yeah, there's a reason. Sam Kiddison, there's a fucking reason. There's a fucking reason why. Because what you want to do is what you're doing is you just put yourself into a position where you did absolutely nothing wrong. So when they complain, because they're still going to complain, you got all of this fucking ammo, right? I cleaned this whole fucking place up, right? Cleaned out the back porch, down the backyard, the whole fucking thing, cleaned it up. And we're having family over here today, which was another great one to be like, well, I'm also doing it for your family, right? So I'm doing all of this shit. I got the booze. I got the fucking the outdoor patio furniture. I got everything all cleaned up. I got an ashtray upstairs. I got one downstairs. I got the backyard lights on. I got the whole fucking thing. I got the music. I got the whole thing. And then at like 6 o'clock at night, I realized I didn't get cigars. I bought cigars, but I don't have a humidor, and I said I was going to pick them up, and I had this fucking panic attack because it was Sunday before the 4th that they were going to close, and it was 6 excruciating rings before they picked up, and I was able to run down there and get them, right? And they showed up. I ordered some pizzas and all that fucking shit. And here's the best part, right? Here is the best part. My wife went to sleep, right? We're smoking, we're telling fucking stories. I got all these orange sodas for myself, right? And it turns out everybody there wanted one because it had the real sugar and it went great with the cigar. I'm telling you, Cuban cigar and the Fanta orange soda is the shit, right? They drank all my orange soda, so I had to drink grape soda like a fucking 6-year-old, right? So, anyways, the end of the night, you know what I did? I fucking cleaned up everything. You wouldn't even fucking know. You wouldn't know you wouldn't know that a fucking soul was here. And that's what you do. All these fucking married guys who sit there, hey, it's not fucking worth it. It is fucking worth it. You just have to do it perfectly, right? You go all out, you clean up the fucking place. They come over, You have a great fucking time. When you leave, you fucking clean the whole place up again. What can she say? What is she going to say to you? You're not allowed to have friends? Little things like that. Because I've had buddies of mine coming over here like going, dude, you fucking, what are you doing? You did all that and you fucking wash the dishes? There's a genius behind what I do. I'm talking shit here. I'm drinking throat coat tea and I'm talking shit. What can they fucking say? Then what it is if you do everything perfectly, then they're leaving themselves totally exposed if they start complaining. That all they basically can complain about at that point is that you have friends and you invited them over to the house. All right? And they know they don't have a fucking leg to stand on, so the bitching goes down by like 90%. Now, if you have your fucking friends over and you leave the fucking ashtray out and there's footprints all over the fucking place, they can make it about that. When the real thing is they don't want you to have friends. Right? But they can hide behind the other shit. But the real thing is they don't want you to have friends. And they want to slowly kill you so that they can, have the house to themselves. And if you, go to the obituaries, there's a bunch of guys dropping around 58, 59, 60. And that's what happened. What really happened was they had friends over and they didn't clean up, which gave their wives the window to bitch them into an early grave. And now they're sitting there in the fucking house having a hell of a time, right? Getting to play the victim, getting all the sympathy cards, and eating all the pound cake. And that's a fact. Coming with the truth here on the 4th of July. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, so afterwards, right? So we're drinking sodas. I'm stone sober, right? And everybody leaves except for one of my other buddies, and he wasn't in AA, right? The older you get, the more your friends just fucking, they quit. You know what I mean? They just fucking quit. It's like being a lifer in the military. Everybody doesn't sign back up. All of a sudden, you're the old guy. Fucking walking around. Where the fuck all my friends go? Right? Walking around all sad with your fucking Smokey the Bear hat. I didn't hear you. So he still drinks. So they leave. So I get out the giant fucking ice cubes. I pour a couple of Johnny Blues. Out of fucking blue. Right? And, he has to drive, so he's doing the little sippy cup shit, and I live here, so I'm doing the home pours, right? 1001, 1002, 1003 seat, right? One of those pours. So I have a couple, 2, 3 of those. I'm feeling good, and, but I'm not, I cleaned the whole fucking, dude, when I cleaned all the leftover pizza, I wrapped each slice individually in foil, and then I put a letter on it. P for pepperoni, S for sausage, M for fucking margarita. Took the pizza boxes out, put them in the recycle bin. Took out the fucking chemicals. Fucking sprayed down the counters. You wouldn't fucking, that goddamn forensic team of forensic cunts with their fucking dusters would come in, would have no fucking idea anything happened, right? So now I'm feeling all proud of myself. I got my little fucking sippy drink there, and I put on the TV because I'm not ready to go to bed yet. And what do I see? Time Life Books, or whatever, Time Life Records presents easy listening love songs, right? And I'm sitting there watching it, right? I'm not in love, so don't fucking ask me. I'll put your picture on the wall because there's a stain there, right? I'm like, I remember that fucking song. And who could forget this one? Engelbert Humperdinck. Please release me, let me go. Geez, you ever listen to the lyrics of that song? It's like, for fuck's sake, just break up with her. He literally says something like, I found a new love. Her lips are warm and yours are so cold. It's like, Engelbert, just enough with the fucking details. Just break up with you. Just say, look, I'm not in love with you anymore. You don't got to bring up the other fucking broad down the street who's got your heart racing. You fucking cunt. It's such a cunty song. But, I heard it when I was younger. So I'm listening to all of these fucking songs. God doesn't make little green apples and fucking something pepper. And next thing you know, I'm on the phone. Calling 1-800 and give me those fucking CDs. So the guy picks up the phone,
He goes, hey, this is Rob from Time Life Records. Who am I speaking to this evening? I'm like, you're speaking to Bill, Rob. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing great. What can I do you for? I'm like, well, I'm watching Engelberg Humperdinck giving this broad too much information, but, I like the sound of it. I want to order the CDs. And he goes, great. Can I get a phone number? I'm like, no, you can't. I'm not giving you my phone number. He goes, well, then I can't complete this order. Just like that. Like I was the 90th person in a row that said, I'm not giving you my phone number. Right? And he was tired of hearing it. He gave me the old right there, Fred. Well, then I can't do the order. Is there anything else I can help you with? And I'm like, whoa, hey, Rob, what's going on? We just went from 0 to 200 here. Why do I have to give you my phone number? And he's like, you have to get the phone number so we can complete the order. It's like, I understand you're saying that, but I'm asking you why. And he goes, oh, it's because it's company policy. And I'm like, why is it company policy? He goes, because I need the phone number in order to complete the order. I go, okay, see what we just did there? We just drove in a circle. Okay, I'm trying to get out of the centrifugal fucking force here and get over to the reason. The fucking reason, right? And he finally just goes, well, the reason is that if there's a problem with your order, we need to call you. And it's just like, well, if there's a problem with the order, meaning you're charging my card and the CDs don't ever come, you don't think I'm not going to call you? You literally had, when I called up, if there's a problem with your order, press 2. So we just keep going round and round. I go, you just want the phone number. And I go, not you personally, but Time Life does, so they can sell it to other people. Next thing you know, I'm walking my dog, and some cunt is calling me up going, congratulations, you're the lucky business winner of whatever, right? So it fucking escalates to a really hostile, you have a good night, sir. I'm like, you have a good night too, Rob, right? Hang up. Then I'm sitting there for a second, right, doing the whisper yelling. Fucking cocksuckers think I'm fucking stupid enough to give you my phone number, right? All by myself, like a complete lunatic, And in the background, the fucking commercial's still on. Muskrat love. And I'm sitting there, fucking cocksucking motherfuckers, right? Just fucking send me the fucking shit. I bought this before. I never had to give you my phone number. 3 easy payments of $29.95, right? You're getting my fucking money. You're going to call me up. Hey, this is Rob from Time Life. Just calling to check to see if you got those CDs, right? So anyways, I really want these fucking CDs. So I call back again. And for some reason, I decided to just go into a Southern accent. And I was like, when they asked me for their phone number, for my phone number, I'm just going to give them their phone number, see if they notice. Like, can I get your phone number? Sure. 1-800, right? I was going to do that shit, but what happened was by the time the lady picked up, it was the end of the infomercial and it went on to something else, something that either makes you skinny or fucking helps clean up after your goddamn kids. I forget what it was, right? So she answers the phone. She's like, hey, this is Sound, blah, 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 from fucking Time. I'm like, how you doing? I like to order them easy listening CDs, 5 easy payments, $29.95. She's like, okay, can I get a name? Who am I speaking to? I'm like, Bill Burr, right? Which totally does not sound like a Southern name, whatever Southern. Billy Joe Bill Burr. And she goes, can I get a phone number? I just decided I was just going to give her area codes. I was like, my phone number is 818-323-212-5. And she goes, okay, that number is 818-323-2125. I'm like, yes, it is. Yes, ma'am. Just lied. I got my tapes. They're going to fucking show up, right? My CDs, no fucking problem. I gave them a fake email. I think I said too damn tall at AOL.com. I don't know what that means. Can I get an email? All right, it's 2, the number 2, and DAMN, tall. Like I didn't say damn, like I was trying to be polite. So then she had to read it back. So that email is number 2, DAMN, tall, at AOL.com. I'm like, that's right. Yes, it is. And I got him coming. 5 fucking CDs.
5 CDs for $30, 3 payments. I don't know what the fuck it was. That's going to be a lot of CDs. You know what's funny? My Prius still has a CD holder. When my new car gets here, it won't. And then what the fuck do I do? Well, I know what I do. I sell them for one easy payment of $9.95 on eBay. You know, and no phone numbers required. Just give me a fucking address and I'll send it to you. What do you think about that? Governor Gary Johnson. Hey, Billy Shatner. Billy fucking Shatner. I'm not a libertarian. I never said you were. I've never been affiliated with any party. I voted both parties in 4 elections I voted in. I've been eligible for 6. You sound like a blogger when you're going to criticize a comedian, going like, I have a great sense of humor. You know, I find this funny, I love this, and blah, blah, blah. But what I saw last night in a comedy club. All right, so this guy's established himself that he's open-minded, all right? Because he says so. I'm not into the fringe candidates, and I don't buy into conspiracies. I guess what I'm saying is I'm not the typical Gary Johnson fan. Now, what, because you say so? I guess what I'm saying is, well, why don't you figure out what the fuck you're saying so you don't have to write extra words in a sentence, giving me more opportunity to trip myself up, please. All right. However, I am a fan of his, and I think he could actually win if he got on the debates. He's basically Bernie, who I supported for the most part. But I'm not a libertarian. Well, he was a Democrat, right? Well, he was, and then he became a libertarian, then became a Democrat. Is that how it worked? I don't know. I love Bernie Sanders. Loved him. They align on 80% of the issues. His running mate is former Massachusetts Governor Bill Weld. Bill Weld's still in the game. Like fucking Gordie Howe. Rest in peace. Wondering what your thoughts on Gary Johnson and also Bill Weld having lived in the state when he was in office. Below is a short campaign video of the two of them. Well, what the fuck? I don't know. I thought you were going to tell me about him. I guess I was supposed to watch this before. Dude, you just gave me homework. All right, let's put this fucking thing in here. And we're going to try and watch it. Oh, shit. I'm running for president. I'm Bill Weld.
I'm running for president.
I'm running with him.
Jazzy music.
As the governor of New Mexico, I vetoed wasteful spending 750 times, cut taxes 14 times, and left the state.
Oh, why is he so breathy?
Bridges, schools, hospitals, and $1 billion surplus without raising taxes a penny.
As governor of Massachusetts,
How would I know that? You just said that you did it. Now, how do I can't fact check all of that. I don't know. I mean, it's exciting. We're going to move the country forward. Music. Hi, I'm Jerry Johnson. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'll look into it. I mean, I like that you're giving me other options because there's no fucking way I can vote for Trump or for Hillary. You know? Oh, we all know the old bag's going to win it. She's going to show up with lipstick on her teeth and that fucking maniacal, wide-eyed fucking smile she does. Oh, she's going to carve this country up even more. They are fucking evil. I swear to God, if Trump wasn't such a fucking dope, if he wasn't such a dope, I actually think he would be the lesser of two evils. But I have to be honest with you. There's no way to listen to Donald Trump and not think about Martin Sheen in the Dead Zone. Can somebody please Photoshop Trump holding up the baby? You know, when fucking, what's his face? Oh, Jesus Christ, when Watkins up in the balcony there. Or that fucking, the birds are away, gentlemen. I have no idea, sir. I commend you for being smart enough to not vote for Trump or for Hillary. It's a really low point. And I wasn't a big Obama fan, but at least, you know, the guy could speak intelligently. You know, after fucking 8 years of George Bush, that guy was like the presidential version of me reading out loud. All right? oh, God. There has to be so many other fucking women out there that would make such great, honest presidents. Do we really have... Why does it have to be the one with 52 pending felony counts? Oh, those Clintons are filthy.
Oh, Hillary Clinton, she's dirtier than her husband's dick.
You know, who's kidding who? With the whole free agency game, this is how it works. As a fan, everybody doesn't like it unless the free agent comes to their team. That's basically it. But at the end of the day, even when they do come to your team, in the back of your head, you know it's bullshit. Right? I mean, whatever. You're getting fucked over by your team. You want to go make some more money. Fine. But I'm talking when you're an elite fucking player and you go to pile on another fucking team. And I'm talking as a Celtics fan when we did that in, what was it, 08. The only thing that made it decent was that the Lakers had a bunch of free agents. So we met in the finals, and it was sort of... It was like the 80s in that those two teams were in the finals back-to-back years. But, I mean, it was bullshit. Like, I don't look at the 08 Celtics like it was a blur. We went from last place to first place. We won the fucking thing, and then we played them again next year in the finals. And the referees called 9,000 fouls on us and like 15 on the fucking Lakers. And for some reason, that was considered a good game 7. I don't know. But that's the NBA. You know, every once in a while, they have a mobbed-up ref, you know. Patrick Ewing goes to the Knicks. Yeah, you know, it's a business. But I think, because when I look at the NFL where they got the parity there, and all of a sudden, you know, the Seahawks out of fucking nowhere can win one, you know, fucking Patriots stunk for fucking ever. All of a sudden, we got good. You go up, you go down. These guys win, those guys. You know, it's nice and fucking everybody kind of has a chance now. And that's been great. Their ratings are better than ever as far as I know. And I think the route that the NBA is going is they create these super teams and people hate them so much that they watch rooting for them to lose. And I don't know. I liked it better. I mean, back in the day, like I said, there was free agency and that type of shit, but it wasn't just the way it is now. The amount of times where people pull the old Johnny Damon. Well, I guess Damon won with the Red Sox. And then, like, the next year or whatever, he goes to the fucking Yankees. It's just like, what? Jesus Christ, can you ease your way around the fact that it's just a business and it's all about money, you know? I don't know. I actually don't know how Kevin Durant really helps the Warriors in a way. You know, they had their two guys that were the guys, and then he's coming in, and in a lot of ways, he's at least number 2, depending on what you think about the fucking honor roll student there. I don't know. I know people say they just want to win, but I think egos get hurt when, you know, you used to get 25 points a game and now you're down to like 21 or 19. I don't know. We'll see what the fuck happens, but it sucked. I was really hoping he was going to stay in Oklahoma. I'm not going to lie to you. I was hoping that, you know, after last year where they were up 3-1, that they were going to in the offseason be like, you know what the fuck happened? We don't know how to win. We don't know how to close somebody out. And what I loved about watching the Warriors come back against Oklahoma, as much as I was rooting for Oklahoma, is you got to watch a championship team. Like what the Warriors did being down 3-1, coming back in that series, was fucking hilarious to me. Like watching them, it was like, you remember the horror movie? Like they never changed their pace when they were down. They didn't panic. They just kept coming. You know, it was like those old school monster movies from the 80s where the fucking Jason guy, right, is just walking and the victim is running away. The victim's running, the monster's walking, but the person running keeps looking over their shoulder, so they keep tripping over logs and shit, right? So eventually the fucking dude with the hatchet walks them down and puts them out of their misery. That's what fucking the Warriors did to Oklahoma. Oh, geez, was that too sophisticated for you? You know, I gotta tell you, watching the Warriors come back against Oklahoma was like watching Friday the 13th, Part 3. Oh, Jesus. So, I've seen a bunch of teams do that. Be better than the other team. They just didn't know how to fucking win. And then what happens is, as a sports fan, you get to watch them learn how to win.
You get to watch him mature as a fucking team.
That's what you get to watch. Unless the best guy goes, you know what, I don't feel like learning. I'm just going to go join the team that came back and kicked our ass. I mean, can you imagine if movies were like that? All right, there's like the nerd getting beat up by the bully. You know, there's like 5 nerds getting beat up by these 5 bullies, right? It's 5 on 5, right? And then the third act is not the fucking nerds figure out how to beat down the bullies. One of the nerds joins the other bullies and then helps them go back and beat up all his friends. I mean, granted, I guess that'd kind of be funny if you're a sick fuck like me, but at the end of the day, I mean, that kind of movie is that? Well, maybe Act 2 is that he goes to fucking Golden State, and then Act 3 is he comes back and he has one of those LeBron James type movies. I don't fucking know. All I know is that, I kind of got back into the NBA this year. I started watching the Celtics and that type of shit, and there was a great rivalry out west, and now it's no more. Did you hear what Charles Barkley? Oh, that's a great Boston name. Dude, fucking Charles Barkley said fucking Kevin Durant's a cheater. Not cheating like Tom Brady. That was bullshit. Cheating like Kevin Durant. He's not on our team, so I'll hold him to his feet to the fire. Not cheating like Jim Irsay. He said that, he's trying to cheat his way to a championship. He used the wrong word, but I understand what he's saying. He left the nerd table. He's going to the bully table, and then he's going to come back and beat up the nerds. They'd be like, oh, look at me. I'm a tough guy over here. Isn't it amazing how much taller Kevin Durant is than me, and I'm still giving him shit? That's the wonderful thing about podcasting, is you can fucking talk shit within the safety of your own living room. Congratulations to Kevin Durant on your next on your first championship ring. You know, I want to put together a stand-up tour like that. You know what I mean? I want to join like if Louis C.K. and Dave Chappelle were doing like a stand-up tour. I'd somehow I don't know what I do. Like their next stand-up specials, I'll splice part of my hour in there. Can get credit. I got to call out fucking Michael Rappaport, okay? Okay, and, you would think that I'm going to call him out for the fact that his resting face, you ever heard of resting bitch face? You know what his face looks like? It looks like, you remember that face Danny Ainge would make after he got called for a foul? That's what his resting face looks like, all right? Now, I love this man, except when he talks sports. I've never seen somebody hate on Boston sports the way he does, right? So he wrote some more bullshit about Boston sports. So I call him up, breaking his balls, going, dude, you know what you wrote isn't true. Laughing. We have a great fucking time. He goes on the internet like some Real Housewife whore. Right? And you know what he said? He said, wow, Bill Burr just called me up like threatening me. Blah, blah, blah. And all this fucking... He's tweeting like some Instagram whore that's just trying to get fucking followers. I don't understand it, Michael. If somebody send you into this clip right now, I even told him how fucking bitchy he was being about Boston sports. Like I guess he was freaking out that the Celtics might get Kevin Durant. I did, in fact, to confirm Michael Rappaport's Real Housewife tweet. By the way, can somebody please Photoshop him into one of those Real Housewife fucking things? We had a great conversation, laughing our balls off, and we came to an agreement in the end of it. And that Danny Ainge-looking motherfucker goes on the internet, and he tweets 180 letters or less about me. By the way, I have to apologize for... I love Michael Rappaport. Every time I see him, I always feel like this is the last time I'm ever going to see him. There's just something about him. Even though he's younger than me, he just moves around like he's in his 80s. I think he has that disease. You know that disease Brad Pitt had in that movie where he was like a fucking old baby? Whatever the fuck happened, I don't know. That's what he remind. No, that was just a fable, right? What was it called? A fairy tale. Whatever. He's like that, like when a fucking 8-year-old looks like they're 70, whatever that disease is called. I was going to say George Mikan. That wasn't the guy. Who was the guy who played on Ohio State? Who went to Portland? That poor bastard. The microfractures in his feet. I think he's playing in China now. I can't remember. All I'm thinking is Haven Moses, and I know he played for the Broncos in the 70s. I want to say his name was George, wasn't it? Okay, we got to look this up now. Ohio State, Portland, not microbrewery. Get the fuck out of here. Microbreweries are the worst, really. All right, what's his name? Greg Oden. Michael Rappaport has Greg Oden disease. He does. And like Greg Oden, he got paid a ton of fucking money, and he didn't follow through. He got paid the National Podcasting Association drafted him number 1 to come on into the podcasting world to talk about sports, thinking that he was going to be unfair. No, thinking that he was going to be biased and fair. I can't even fucking talk this morning. Oh, my God. I can't wait to do his podcast again. Who's kidding who? We're both a couple of real housewives. You know what I mean? I think I'm slightly better looking than him, though. Slightly. And a little more mobile. I think I bring a lot more to a team. I'm like Spike Owen, right? Utility player. Him, I don't know what he is. He's like a fucking... Rappaport's like a fucking, he's like that DH. His career's over. He can't touch his toes, so they can't have him play first base. He just sits on the bench eating sunflower seeds. Gets up 3-4 times a game, squinting into the fucking sun. He just swings for the fences. Grounds out into a double play, kills the rally, but he's got such a big contract they can't get rid of him. He's like Greg Luzinski if he went on a diet. Although, no disrespect to Greg Luzinski. All right, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about here. I don't know what this fucking Pokemon thing is about. Everybody's talking about it. I finally asked somebody at work. I know that there's I know it was a movie. I know kids were into it. I guess there's people running around with their phones trying to find the Pokemons to capture them. In the middle of the fucking day. We were in the writer's room, and these kids ran up to this dumpster, and it was like a fucking Wednesday afternoon. It's like, don't you have to go to work? Shouldn't you be somewhere right now? You know what I mean? Shouldn't you be out there blaming your parents for something? I don't know. It's really making, that whole Pokemon thing's really making me feel old. Everybody is going around, a lot of people going around doing it, and then there's people watching people doing it. So it's like they're not doing anything. And then you're watching them doing nothing. It's kind of fucking weird, right? It's like I saw this thing the other day. On roller coasters now, that some of the new roller coasters, they're having people get on the roller coaster, and then you put on virtual reality glasses, right? And it's like it's not enough to be on the roller coaster, and then you got to put the glasses on, and you go up the hill, and then as you go over the top and you have that big drop, they make it feel as though you're falling off of a building or something. It's like, well, you're kind of doing that in real life. Why don't you take them off and enjoy it? I don't know. You know what it is? It's all of us just slowly but surely working our way to robots. Having a robot mom and dad and these I ran into some nerd the other day that was into fucking robotics, believe it or not. Did this benefit for that tragedy there in Orlando, right? Do you guys remember that tragedy, or has there been 52 more fucking shootings since then that people don't even remember it, right? So we did a benefit for that, and I'm standing out in the alley afterwards having a fucking cigar, right? And this kid comes up. I call him a kid. That means he was like 26 years old, and he was fucking talking about how he's into robotics and all this type of shit. And I was just like, why are you doing that? No, wait, he wasn't into robotics. What the fuck was he into? He was into some shit that would just basically gather information on the user without the person really knowing it. And it's just like, why are you doing that? You know? And he's going, well, blah, 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 blah. And I just kept hammering him with the questions and hammering him with the questions. And at the end of the day, the only way he could defend what he was doing was he basically said this. Well, you know, if I didn't do it, someone else would. Right there. That's the devil's song right there. Hi ho, hi ho. If I didn't do it, someone else would. It doesn't rhyme. Who gives a fuck? Hi ho. Let's go fucking do something evil. That might have been the worst song ever. If you have to justify your fucking job by basically saying, you know, if I didn't do it, somebody else would. What jobs are those? Spying on people, dealing drugs, right? Fucking, I don't know what, shooting porno, dropping bombs. I mean, anytime the only way to justify your job is if I didn't do it, somebody else would. You know, I don't know. But these fucking assholes making these robots, man, they're making them too good. I used to do a bit about it. You know, that basic, you know, I don't mind if you make the fucking thing super smart. Just don't have it be able to run like fucking Bo Jackson, which is what they're doing. Because they keep trying to improve it, and they're fucking competing with somebody else, some other company's fucking robot, and they're just making the thing into the $6 million man. It's like, guys, you already stuck every fucking answer to any question ever in it between its fucking non-existent metal fucking ears. Well, I guess it has metal ears, non-existent human ears, and now you're going to be able to make it run a fucking 440. You know, like this thing knows the answers to everything, right? You know, and it can make the fucking Seahawks secondary. That's what the fuck you're building, and you don't think that that's going to come back and bite us in the ass. It knows the answer to everything. So it basically knows how to do open heart surgery and also how to load and fire an AK-47. Fly an F-16. I mean, it's limitless. Like, you remember those fucking action movies where, like, the hero of the movie, I don't care what kind of mode of transportation, a fucking boat, a helicopter, a motorcycle, the space shuttle, this fucking guy knows how to use it. No pre-flight. You just start the fucking helicopter up. You yank the guts out of it. You know, I took a ride in a fucking A-Star the other day, and I wouldn't be able to figure out how to fucking start that thing up. I got like 120 hours flying a Robinson 22. You stick me in an A-Star, it's like, hey, kids, a little help? These fucking Rambo guys, these Steven Seagal guys, these Muscle from Brussels guys, Chuck Norris, right? Eddie Deason, all of them, they just fucking ran up and could just do it. And you used to always laugh going, that's fucking bull. Anybody, you know, if you had a boat, you'd just be like, well, what do you know where the fucking keys were? Just jumps right in, the fucking keys are right there, and he knows exactly where the fucking throttle is. He doesn't have to look around and get his bearings like, hey, this is this, that's that. He just fucking jumps in like it's his boat. And it always makes you laugh going, yeah, that would never happen in real life. Well, guess what? In 2016, that's going to happen. These fucking robots, I don't know why they would be running away. They're not going to be running away from us. They're going to be running after us. And, you know, if they get sick of fucking running, which why would they? They don't have a respiratory system. As long as they're charged up like a fucking Tesla, they're never going to stop. But it doesn't make a difference what mode of transportation, what weapon is nearby. That was another thing with those action heroes. Whatever fucking, they'd pick up a goddamn gardening hoe and all of a sudden they're spinning it around like Bruce Lee. It's like, Jesus, were you in band? You were a majorette too? You had time to fucking master all the martial arts, learn how to use not only every mode of transportation, every fucking aberration of that fucking mode of transportation. Is that the right word? You know, every style of fucking boat. I don't give a fuck if it's sailing, if it's a submarine or a fucking cruise ship. You know how to get that fucking thing going and to dock it and tie it off all at the same fucking time, right? These robots can do that. But at least Rambo bled. He had to take time to fucking sew himself back up. These robots don't. If it bleeds, we can kill it. The fucking robots don't bleed. You know what I mean? And you know these fucking nerds, you know, back in the day, you poured a Dixie cup of water on down their back, you know, and they didn't do like a person, lift their shoulders up and go, ooh, right? They don't. They fucking short circuit out and then they fall down. So you know what these nerds are doing? They're like, well, we can't have that. You know, the competition's robot, if you dump a little bit of water down its back, it shorts out and there goes fucking $1 zillion worth of technology. You know that they're going to make these fucking robots. They're going to make them be able to swim. All right, do everything. It's going to be just like that fucking movie where that guy had all those fucking lady robots and he was fucking them and shit, right? And then the one kid gets locked in the breezeway and he's screaming like, I thought you loved me. And she just goes away with the expressionless look on her face. That's what they're going to do. I bet you right now, as I'm talking, somebody somewhere is fucking a robot. You know, it's got the lab coat on and shit, so he makes him feel like he's doing research. And there's a bunch of other scientists watching him fucking the robot, right? And then afterwards, he's going to give the feedback. Oh, no, you know what it is? It's a fucking... It's probably just some regular person who has like Hep C but can't afford that $1,095 pill to get rid of it, or somebody HIV positive. So they go, hey, man, you want that fucking pill? You got to come in here and fuck this robot on film.